Cherie Hanson here. I've spent probably an hour and a half this morning watching videos of people who are coaching and pointing me to take action and to make a move and believe in myself. As I'm just drifting through all of these voices that all of these experts, I'm thinking, this is really strange, isn't it? It's kind of like getting a bunch of brochures about places you want to go, and then you just settle down with a coffee and put your feet up and read the brochures and you don't get around to making a decision. I have been getting rid of things that I have stored in the attic space in my bedroom upstairs. It's been quite the experience. Shameful. It's been a shameful experience. You know, I've got 5 packages of grommets. And I'm just looking at my past life. I mean, it's like you died and you're having a view of your past life. Oh, this is the stage where you thought you were going to use canvas and put grommets on it and make something. Ah, yeah, remember that? And comes back to intention and time and passion and lust. I really like what I heard from one of the teachers yesterday morning about the idea of lust. If you really lust for something, it's easier to do it. And I have very often in my life thought, well, if it's passion driven, it's trivial. This is my ego stopping me from doing anything. If you really lust after it and if you're really passionate about it, it can't be as significant as something that you are forcing yourself to do, that you hate doing, that's a struggle. Oh, Puritan ancestors. Oh, Protestant guilt. There it all is. So today I got through one of the 3 areas that is where I've stowed my hoarding. I like to break the hoarding up and put it in different places so I can keep the realization away of how much I've actually gathered together in the, I think it's 35 years I've been in this house. It's kind of mind-boggling. I have now gotten rid of 7 computers, laptops, yes, that I was, something was wrong with it. It was slow or, I couldn't get into it. So we'll just put it in a big stack here and maybe it'll magically heal when the next full moon comes in. Someday it'll just correct itself. And I felt quite victorious because I have a lot of flouncy, fancy blouses and dresses. I have many, many of them. And my days of flouncing and being fancy are so far behind me, I can't even recollect. I'm sure there's not even a photograph left because back then they didn't have cameras. They just had somebody sketching you. And so I felt really good. What I'm doing is I'm creating this story that the things that I'm giving, that I'm putting out in the world, will be of benefit to other people. How much better is that than me having hordes and hordes of things? grommets, mascara wands, flouncy blouses. It's just crazy how much stuff I've gathered together. And I'm trying to keep my enthusiasm up. You know, it's so funny. As soon as I start, I'm going like, this is really good. You're doing a good job. And then I don't know, maybe I'll just lay down and watch Miss Marple, Agatha Christie until the late afternoon. I think I'm feeling a little tired right now. And so it's kind of like you're riding your bike and you've got the brakes on, the hand brakes. You know, like, why is this so hard? Well, you've got the mind brakes on. The mind brakes that say, no, you don't really want to do this. So the concept of looking past your resistance, your habits, your ego thoughts to the future in which you have things cleared out and you have a simple life and you're not bogged down by things you own. One of the things that really hit me, this is so fun to share. I have a basket by the door with my gardening things in it. And I'm looking at it and thinking, this is a mess. So I took it out on the back deck and I went through all of the gloves and I rolled the gloves that belong together. And I washed my garden shoes and I took things that weren't for the garden and stored them back in the shed. Oh, another day. I'll get to the shed another day. Future. Got to create a future for myself. And then when my guests came in, I went to let Todd out the back door. And here's this basket by the door with all of these gloves lined up, rolled up, and the shoes together, clean, and there's space around them. And I just felt my heart leap. Honest to God, really. There was this flood of victory. It's not chaotic anymore. I can actually tell what's in this basket. And I'm holding on to that today as I go through more things. I'm after that feeling. When I open a door to a storage area, I can actually see what I want, what I have, and the rest of the stuff is out in the world making other people's lives a little bit better. Hey, what about that? It's my hope. I'm pursuing with focus, a singular goal. Focus, baby, focus. And then you get those little hits of pleasure when you go to open a door that used to be horrendously chaotic and upsetting, and you go like, oh, I can tell exactly what kind of light bulbs are in here because all of the same type are in the same drawer. What a concept. What a concept is that? So I wanted to share that with you today. And also I want to share my victory about my CAT scan. The 2 CAT scans I had were a month apart. The first one was alarming because I had a lesion on my pancreas. It was quite long. And a month later, I had the CAT scan, and the results were that I had healed the lesion 12 millimeters. So it was shorter by 12 millimeters. And I have been sitting meditation with my hand on my stomach, on my side. I have been listening to YouTube videos with healing hurts. I have been feeding my pancreas things that it likes and not sabotaging it. And I have been practicing optimism and the passion, the lust for a longer life. I've gotten there, and I was very pleased with my pancreas. I would have taken it out for a nice bowl of pumpkin if I, if I, if I had any. So subscribe. Positive comments are deeply appreciated. And I want you to be part of this group that is setting out in the world to change it for the better, to talk about mindfulness and breath work and intention so that you can help someone else who is trapped in chaos and darkness, to teach them how to get out of it. We work together. We are forming a coalition of people with intention to make the world a calmer, more peaceful, a healthier place. I want to say to you, as I always do, I appreciate you watching, subscribing, and making comments. Thank you.